Hey guys, it's your boy Nick with Pick 'em and we are back with another video. We're gonna be talking about the post weigh-in Dana White Contender Series Week 6 predictions. So I already made my predictions for before the weigh-ins, but we're gonna look at the weigh-ins, look how these guys are looking on the scales, and then we're gonna make predictions again. Let's get over it, guys. So first up, we got Matsumoto versus Kasey Tanner. Both guys look to be in really good shape right now. Both came in really good conditioning. Both guys made weight pretty easily. Neither guy seemed sucked in or anything like that. Matsumoto is a slight favorite at minus 150, and the comeback on Tanner is a plus 125 dog. I do think Matsumoto is gonna win this fight, and I really like him in this place as a slight favorite. I really do think I really like what I saw from him in the previous fights. He looks like a very composed technical striker, has good takedown defense also. He looks to me like a very well-rounded fighter, and he's a much younger fighter here. He's younger by 7 years, so he's gonna have the youth advantage here. He's probably gonna have a better cardio, I think, in my opinion. And he's also had more fights. He's had more pro MMA fights. He's had 13 fights, and he's 13-0, undefeated. I think Matsumoto is gonna win by submission. Let's go to next up, guys. We got Julia Polastri versus Patricia Alujas. So guys, Polastri is the favorite at minus 440, and the comeback on Alujas is plus 300 dog. This line is way too wide in my opinion. I would not make her a minus 400 favorite ever. The most he deserves to be is like a minus 250 favorite maybe. Anything over that is ridiculous to me. But anyhow, since she fought a much better level of competition, so it makes sense why the bookies have her such a big favorite. Also, she's fought on the Dana White Contender Series before, so she's probably not gonna have those nerves coming into this fight. They both seem to be in pretty good shape on the scales. Doesn't seem to be have any size advantage over her, considering she's gonna be 2 inches taller in the height department. I am picking Polastri, of course. She is way too wide of a favorite to be putting her in parlays or put any money on her. Maybe Polastri by submission prop maybe, but I'm probably just gonna stay away from this fight. It's just not worth it. Minus 440 on a Dana White Contender Series women's MMA fight, absolutely ridiculous. Maybe there's some value on Patricia Alujas here, but I just don't think she's gonna beat Polastri. So the pick is Julia Polastri by submission. I'm gonna say rear naked choke for Polastri. Alujas has been choked out before in her MMA career. It was a long time ago, but she's still gonna have those deficiencies when she gets to the ground, and the Polastri is on top of her. I think she's gonna make some mistakes, and Polastri is gonna take jump on that choke and choke her out, put her to sleep. So Polastri by submission. Next up, guys, let's go to the next fight now. Alright guys, next up we got AJ Cunningham going up against Steven Nguyen. Steven Nguyen is the favorite at minus 260, and the comeback on Cunningham is a plus 195 dog. Yeah, these lines are kind of crazy to me, to be honest. This will be Steven's third fight on the Dana White Contender Series. He came in undefeated against Alan Cruz. I think he was like 5-0 at the time, or 6-0, something like that. But yeah, man, Alan Cruz, on that first fight against Alan Cruz, he was doing pretty good. And then in the third round, in the last minute, Alan Cruz threw a crazy flying knee and knocked him out, put him to sleep. That was a vicious knockout. But yeah, I normally before that knockout, he fought pretty good. He was walking Alan Cruz down, and he was getting hit. He was getting popped with some jabs, but he wasn't scared to walk him down. He hit some big shots on the way, and he was walking him down, landing his own counter shots. So I liked what I saw from Steven there in that fight, even though it was a loss. So it's probably going to be a good learning experience for him. Um, he also let's not forget Alan Cruz is a pretty good fighter, man. He's fighting in Bellator right now. He's a legit guy. He's got legit wins over guys like Steve Garcia, and I mean he's been in the UFC too. He went 0-2 in the UFC, but still that's a good loss to a UFC fighter. No shame losing to Alan Cruz. Alan Cruz is still good fighter in the Bellator right now. And Alan Cruz fought Urus Medic too. Urus Medic knocked him out, but still, yeah, Alan Cruz is a pretty high level fighter. No shame losing to Alan Cruz. There's no Alan Cruz isn't like a bum or anything. Steven's second Dana White Contender Series fight, they gave him another 5-0 prospect. I think out of Vietnamese. I think it was a 5-0 Vietnamese guy who he beat by decision, but it wasn't really entertaining fight. So Dana White didn't really want to sign him because I thought they were expecting him to finish that fight because that Vietnamese guy wasn't all that good. But yeah, he fought a good game plan there. Outstruck him for 3 rounds and won a unanimous decision there. So good win for him there. This is gonna be his third fight back on Dana White Contender Series, so you know he's gonna have a plenty of experience on Dana White Contender Series now. With 2 fights there, you don't see a lot of guys coming back for the third fight on the Dana White Contender Series. So I know the UFC likes what they see in him. They're probably just waiting for him to polish his skills up a little bit more. And now I think he's gonna show it in this fight. I think he's gonna win this fight. Um, he's a pretty good. I do think he's got a good striking style. He has a pretty good durability also. Um, but he was not. He has not competed since September 2021. That's the one thing that worries me. He has taken some time off since then. I still think Steve beats him by outstriking him on the feet. Cunningham, in both of his losses, he got outworked in those fights. I will pick Steve Nguyen to win by decision here, but what I will say is that betting line is way too wide. I'm not betting anything on that line. I don't want to be even putting him in parlays. Maybe we'll take him by decision, depending on what the decision prop is on him. But I know the bookies are not stupid. They know he's probably gonna win by decision here. It's not Cunningham is not a really easy guy to finish. So I don't know if we're gonna see a finish in this fight, but I do think there's some value there on AJ Cunningham at plus 300. Yeah, Cunningham has a lot of amateur fights on the amateur scene, and he's had plenty of pro fights now. So I do think there's some value on Cunningham if you get him over the plus 300 line on the money line. Yeah, these lines are way too wide. So I think there could be some value on the underdog there. But yeah, the underdogs have been red hot this year. So maybe if you guys want to take a shot on Cunningham at plus 300, yeah, absolutely crazy. Some bookies still have that plus 300 number there, but mostly it's plus 195. I think there's money coming in on Cunningham now, so I think the lines are gonna go down a little bit. I think by the time the fight starts, I think Steven will probably be like a minus 200 favorite. He'll probably be around closing around 2-1. That's where the line should be in my opinion. No way that Cunningham should be a plus 300 favorite, plus 300 dog. I mean ever. Anyways, guys, let's move on to the next fight now. So the pick here is Steven by decision. I'm gonna say unanimous. Okay, so next up we got these big 2 heavyweights going at it. We got Eduardo Neves versus Jhonata Diniz. Diniz is the minus 160 favorite, and the comeback on Neves is the plus 124 dog. So Diniz is a former Glory kickboxer. He went 3-3 in Glory kickboxing. He's 6 foot 3 inches tall with a 79-inch reach. He has a long wingspan. This dude is a big dude for a heavyweight. He's been competing in combat sports since back in 2012. He's faced some legit guys in the Glory kickboxing and some other promotions in the kickboxing realm. He's 5-0 in MMA. He's knocked out all 5 opponents in the first round. He has not faced the best level of competition in MMA. He hasn't really faced any grapplers yet, but he is knocking those guys out in the early first round. So he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's 32 years old. I found his age on the Glory Kickboxing website. It's missing off Tapology, so it took me a while to figure his age out. So he's 32 years old. He's gonna be about 9 years older than Neves, who is like 23 years old. So I think the youth advantage is gonna go to Neves here. Um, Anyways, guys, so yeah, if this fight stays on the feet, I think Diniz can knock him out because this dude has heavy hands, and he's got good chin too. He does get dropped sometimes in the fights, but he'll pop right back up. He has good recoverability. He's not gonna be scared to engage when he gets dropped. This dude is an absolute junkyard dog. He hasn't really faced anyone with the wrestling heavy game plan yet, so we're gonna see once he goes up against a wrestler how he's gonna look. But this fight is a good stylistic matchup for him. Neves is a young prospect out of Brazil. He's 22 years old, like I said earlier. He's gonna be like 9 years younger here. He's 6'2", 6 feet 2 inches tall with a 78-inch reach. Neves is has 7 wins and 1 loss, coming back for his second opportunity on the Dana White Contender Series for this fight. His first fight on Dana White Contender Series was against Mick Parkins, who is an undefeated prospect training with Tom Aspinall out of England. Mick Parkins was rocked by Neves in the first round, but I think Neves kind of gassed out trying to get him out of there. And Parkins got the takedown and choked him out in the first round. Parkins is a legit UFC fighter. Parkins just got another win on the UFC debut. He beat Jamal Pogues. So Jamal Pogues is a legit guy. So losing to a guy like Mick Parkins, there's not really much shame losing to a guy like that. I think that's going to be a good learning experience for him. Being only 23 years old, he's still very young. He's still going to be making some rapid improvements. I think he's going to be making way more improvements than Diniz, who is 32 years old now. Diniz is in his prime right now, so I think we're gonna see the final product from Diniz, but we're still gonna see some rapid improvements from Neves, who's only 23 years old. So Neves still has a lot of time to make it to the UFC, make it to the big show. But I still think he's ready here. I think this is gonna be a good stylistic matchup for him. Um, he doesn't really have to worry about getting submitted by a guy like Diniz, who's a striker mostly. Yeah, let's get back. I want to talk about Neves. So Neves, his first fight against Mick Perkins didn't go too well for him, but he went back into LFA, got another win, and now he's coming back in here. He trains with some other Brazilians over there in Brazil. No shame losing to Perkins, like I said earlier. But yeah, Neves likes to stand and bang. His game isn't to really go for takedowns or implement a wrestling heavy game plan. I am gonna pick Neves here because I think he can go for takedowns if he needs to, and maybe he will come in here with a wrestling heavy game plan against a kickboxer, against a former Glory kickboxer. I mean, but yeah, I think Diniz is gonna be a little bit bigger. I think he's in his frame is all filled up right now at 32 years old. So I think he's gonna have a little bit more power in his hands. But yeah, Neves has power too. He's knocked out all 7 wins in MMA too. So neither of these guys like to go to scorecards. I think this fight's gonna be finished under 1.5 rounds. I think this is gonna be a banger matchup though. This is gonna be a stand up banger. Let's go to the main event now, guys. We have the last fight coming up. Okay, guys, next up we got the main event of the evening. We have James Llontop versus Malik Lewis. Llontop is a favorite at -175, and the comeback on Lewis is a +150 dog. So James Llontop is the 24-year-old prospect. He's 6 feet tall with the 73 inches in reach. Llontop is a 13-2 prospect. He's 13-2 in his MMA pro career. So far, he fights out of Peru. He went 10-0 in the Fusion FC, which is a small MMA promotion out of Peru. Not that good level of competition over there, but it's still a pretty okay promotion to fight at, especially guys that are from over there in Peru. I think this is going to be a good stylistic matchup for James. As long as he can survive the early storm of Lewis, he will probably be able to take over the fight. The longer this fight goes longer, I mean. Malik Lewis has a pretty big issue with his cardio. He comes out with a very dangerous game plan, very dangerous striking and explosive takedowns. He tries to finish the fights very early on. He has a very entertaining stylistic style of fighting to watch. I will say that Malik Lewis is probably going to be more skilled everywhere this fight goes between these two, but he really slows down badly after the first round. He fought at Trevor Peak on the Dana White Contender Series. This is going to be his second opportunity on the Contender Series. and he was dominating Trevor Peek in the first round. Almost had him out of there. He almost finished Trevor Peek, but we know Trevor Peek is an absolute junkyard dog. Trevor Peek has a dog in him, but I think James Llontop has a dog in him too, man. I picked Malik Lewis because I think he's got more better skills overall. He's the more explosive guy. He can go for takedowns too in this fight. But man, James Llontop, this dude is looking good. He's really gaining that confidence right now. He's on a big win streak right now. Hasn't really faced the best level of competition, but yeah, he's got a good chin on him, good durability, good composure when he fights. He's gonna have the better gas tank in this fight. If this fight goes past the first round, I think James Llontop is gonna knock him out. This fight is 50-50. It depends on if Lewis has fixed his gas tank issue or not. If he hasn't fixed his gas tank issue, I'm gonna say James Llontop gets it done. But if he has fixed his gas tank issue, I think Lewis is live in this fight. So the odds are close for a reason. People understand that Lewis has good skills, man. He's not a bad fighter. He's not like a bum or anything. He got pounded out by Trevor Peek, but he won that first round against Trevor Peek. Trevor Peek is a legit guy too, so we know. But James Llontop looks to be in really good shape. He looks ripped, absolutely ripped. So yeah, if you think James Llontop can survive the first couple of minutes with Lewis and defend the takedown, then let his hands go, then I think James Llontop is gonna knock him out. But if you think Lewis is gonna come in here and get the takedowns, maybe get his back, maybe lock in a submission or something, then Lewis can win. So this is a 50-50 fight. I'm gonna pick. Yeah, I'm gonna pick James Llontop. I just don't trust that cardio. I just can't trust his cardio. I don't think he's gonna improve his cardio tank. He's gonna come in here looking to finish a guy like James early on, and James is gonna survive. These Peruvian fighters are really hard to finish. These guys have good cardio, good durability, good chin. They have everything. Yeah, so I'm gonna switch my pick from Lewis to James Llontop by second round knockout. Okay, guys, those are the picks. I'm gonna be giving you guys a parlay now. The parlay for this card is we're gonna go with the first parlay, which is Steven Nguyen, who's like over minus 280, I think, or something like that, 3-1 favorite. And then we're gonna add the Gene Matsumoto, and this is gonna give you plus 136. I mean, this is gonna pay you. This 2-leg parlay is gonna give you plus 136. Or you can go with the under 2.5 in the main event, and then add Matsumoto, and then you're gonna get a really good plus juicy money line. I mean parlay, juicy parlay. But yeah, stay safe, guys. This is Dana White Contender Series. These are the most riskiest fights to bet on. I mean. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end this video right here. So I'm gonna repeat the picks again if you guys missed it. The picks are Gene Matsumoto by submission, and the next pick is Julia Polastri by decision or submission, and the next pick is Steven Nguyen by decision, and the next pick is James. The next pick is Eduardo Neves by knockout, and the next pick is for the main event James Llontop by knockout. Okay, guys, those are the picks. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 150 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys subscribing and liking the video and leaving a comment below. For the algorithm really helps out more people find the videos. If you guys agree with my picks, let me know. If you guys disagree, leave a comment below. I will love to talk about it with you guys in the comments. Thank you so much once again. Take care of yourself. Best of luck to you guys if you guys are betting on this card tomorrow. I don't have any bets on this card. I don't like to bet on Dana White Contender Series anymore. But if you guys are going to be betting, maybe take some big shots on the underdogs. Because the underdogs have been red hot this season. Yeah, they've been winning. The underdogs have been out winning this season. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm going to end the video here. Good luck to you guys. Take care of yourself. Later.